a story of someone who needed advice. Okay, Randy Bachman from Bachman Turner Overdrive. After working with him for many years in Bachman Turner Overdrive, we recorded a solo album called Bachman. Had Neil Young on it and Margot Timmons, and he did the whole mix with somebody at Manta Eastern Sound in Toronto, and he came back and played it for me and the bass player. And honestly, I thought it just sounded terrible. And what do you say to someone that has sold millions of records? I said, Randy, I think you've got to go with your gut and the original sounds that you had on your guitar, not what the mix engineer did. You know, he was kind of perplexed because he had spent all this money mixing the record, and here I was saying, I don't think it's good enough. And it's not every day that you get someone like Randy Bachman with all this experience and all these hit records to ask you for advice. So here's what we did. I went into a recording studio that's usually about $1,000 a day, and I said, I want one day for free to do another mix of one of these songs. And if it goes well, maybe you'll get the whole album. I went back to the way that we had been recording the demos and the way we recorded the original tracks of the album. I went back to those sounds and just recaptured that, remixed it. So we sent those two versions, my version and the Chris Wardman version, off to our lawyer, our manager, our record company, blindfolded. They didn't know which was which, and all three of them picked my mix. So I got hired to go in and remix the whole album, which is called Any Road. The studio that had put their faith in me and given me one day for free to do a mix. And they ended up getting 3 weeks worth of work because I remixed the whole album. The great thing about this is it didn't cost Randy Bachman anything to have me go in the studio and do one of my versions of a mix of one of these songs. It didn't cost the studio anything. Both parties took a leap of faith, as did I, and it turned out great for everyone. So that's my story about giving a colleague some advice.